right, so we're here in Sacramento, and we're just kind of, well, basically we've been here before, back in 2016. A lot of it, what we discovered was familial energy, that type of stuff, a little bit of wonkiness that we kind of reset. We did definitely document some specific things around a chair that belonged to a relative. What we're basically facing now is some energy that was left by a living agent that needs to be purified and removed from the space. And also some validation, again, from the family that's deceased that might be here. We're just kind of trying to get another baseline, another feel for what's going on, and just reboot the energy. Because as we know, humans can leave just as much gunk and parafunk as a dead human. So, you know, we want to fix the wagon here. So we're just going to walk through. I've already noticed, I saw somebody walking through the hallway here when we first got here, and then both Wendy and I saw an individual standing in these little double door area and just kind of standing there and saluting me. So I would like to know exactly who's who, but that was definitely a male, and the one I saw in the hallway was a male as well. So let's wander, folks.
Well, I remember this I got energy the last time.
To come here, it's the first thing to come here, and I still have the chest pain, the breathing, the inability to breathe in air. A lot of constriction, full throat and lung constriction. You want to talk to me? Jesus Christ. Why would I want to talk to you? I don't know. Maybe because I can hear you. When's the last time somebody listened to you? They never really did listen to me.
No. Well, we're listening.
Yeah, we are listening now.
It wasn't me either, so.
He was, yeah, I remember this energy, that very stubborn energy. But he never felt like anyone took him serious, which is why he was overtly aggressive with his attitudes sometimes, is because he didn't think that people actually listened to him.
The ashes of my great-great-grandfather that you, or great-grandfather, I'm not sure which, but you had sensed that last time and I hadn't said a word.
Yeah, that was pretty neat for me too.
Yeah, that was one of those things that when I stumbled upon it, I was definitely shaken, but for you to come directly to it.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? Getting that validation. So. He feels very comfortable in the space, but still with the breathing. I don't remember what his issues were, but I feel a lot of lung issues. I feel a lot of breathing problems. So I don't know if that had anything to do with just him in life, or if he had any kind of respiratory issue.
My great-grandfather had moved to, not to interrupt, but moved to Ojai Valley, which you can see that's a landscape of or panorama of the Orange Ranch out there, where he moved down south so that he could have his lungs kind of dry out.
Oh.
That's really weird too, because
that makes sense.
This is why he's showing me the breathing.
I don't have breathing issues.
I think he's feeling a little bit more like he's in his own element here. He doesn't seem to cause a lot of trouble, but I'm not sure. I'm feeling like he's the one you keep seeing walking through the halls. Yeah. I think he's the one that walks the halls.
I see it it's like a taller gentleman, and the people in my family have always been taller than I am, so it was never something that, you know.
He's telling me he walks the halls. He's expressing to me that he goes,
well, the one that you and I saw was about average height.
Yeah, he's like, well, I just wander around the halls. I just, hey, I'm just checking it out, making sure things are fine. You know, he's very stubborn, very, very authoritarian, but also it's almost like he feels like he's on guard, like he has to do like guard duty, like watch over things. That seems to be something that he's assigned himself, and I'm comfortable with him doing that. But I think that's who you see. Who I saw in there, I'm not 100% sure about.
That feels almost the entity over in the formal dining room. It just feels like somebody who's constantly watching, just trying to watch, just trying to not like looking over, but just like
just unnerving. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Even if they are related to you, if it is one of your relatives, you have the right to set a boundary. Even with relatives, you can say, "Hey, that kind of creeps me out. That kind of wigs me out. Can you guys just sort of give me some space? This is your home. You are the living person after all. So you are entitled to say, this is my space." And even so, like, because you are a little hyper vigilant with the paranormal activity, make sure that you do all your due diligence to debunk everything.
Yeah.
Because not everything's paranormal.
That's what I said. It could be a draft. It could be, especially with the change of the weather, the doors,
the pressure. Yeah. So be sure to be mindful of all of those factors. But I mean, your house is full of dead relatives, so.
But this was the room where you guys had your anomalies.
And we got a lot of orbs in here.
We had some orbs in here. Yeah.
I want to come back in here with the with all the cameras and stuff.
For sure.
I can turn off. Yeah. And then there's a window right back here. But it made, like, my mom used to kind of spook out because this used to be my mom's bedroom. And, she just didn't like she felt like somebody was always looking through the window. This one, not so much, which is interesting because it's the side to the gate. And I always hear at night, every night at 4:30, I hear this jingling, and it's like right around 4:30. And I've literally woken up to hear it, especially now that I'm alone. And I've looked out the window, and I'm like, I don't see what could be making this noise. It's like a jingling of keys, or like not a wind chime, but it's just this jingling.
It's a residual.
Sound.
It's a residual imprint on the space.
When it's new, like it started just a couple months ago,
That
where
you
I
noticed.
woke up and I was like, what the hell? And then so I'm paying attention over here, and then I hear the same exact sound over here, and I'm like, that's okay. If it's a wind chime, it would be specific to a location. But it moves, and every time it moves.
And you're noticing it now. It doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't occurring and you just weren't hearing it. Maybe because you weren't in this room, or there are a lot of factors why you just started noticing it. Maybe because you are now living more on your own.
And my bedroom, my childhood bedroom from 16 on was that other bedroom. So I only recently moved in here with.
Yeah, we'll definitely want to do some documentation in here. Man, the energy has changed a lot in here. I still feel a woman that just is right here, so poised and perfect, and she's right here, and I see her, and she's so ridiculous. But your energy has flooded this space. I might even think about doing a little Reiki on you just because you got some clearing.
I do not like this room.
We need to clear.
I do not like this in any way. I don't like the way it's arranged. I don't like anything about it.
There's something about this corner here that.
So I used to sleep on this side, and I would freak out, and that's where I started
I got
hearing everything.
goosebumps
So now
all
I've
over
moved over to this side.
Yeah.
I hear so much now that
The foot of the bed here is fine, but when I go into here, it's like in the Twilight Zone.
You might want to. For
Yeah,
the
it's kinda
the
going
cleansing's
like
going to
this.
clear all of that weird funk energy, but you might want to consider sleeping with some white noise, like some ocean sounds or rain
I do
sounds.
that every night.
What the hell is
And then it
you
feels
feel
like
that?
something.
That's not right.
Is
No, it feels like
It's
something's like out
Is the
here.
room tilting?
So my
The
mom,
room feels like it's tilting.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the mystery spot.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We need to just
Hit the
down
level.
or something. What the? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
You see, and that's so. You see, I've got my mace there because I sat there. I would come home and I'd be like, okay, and I'd hear stuff.
Oh, complete electricity.
Grab your 45, you know.
I-
That's what I was feeling tingly.
I want to test this out with some of the meters
Yeah.
after I finish the walkthrough because that is really that is.
Ashley, before
I-
we had that really old bookcase in there.
I thought it was me and
Oh
I
yeah, I had a
was starting
bookcase
to.
there.
Okay.
I was starting to not feel good standing in that corner.
Oh yeah, I'm done standing over there.
Yeah, I know, I'm feeling better. My stomach is
So,
starting to.
and I
feel
keep
weird
telling my
there.
parents, I'm like, I do not want to stay in this room.
Well, and the furniture too is over 100
Yeah,
years
this
old.
came over on the ships with us, the side table, the dressers, like everything.
I wouldn't get rid of any of this stuff.
No, I can't.
No, this
There's
feels-
no way, and
This
I never
feels
will.
fine.
This has been my bed for forever.
So
when
when
I would
I
have,
boyfriend,
kitchen,
every time I
that's
came
all.
and spent the night, this was the room that I stayed in, and this room always felt like home. You
Yeah, it's
feel,
very comfortable.
Yeah, it's very,
good.
like kind of like
I'm
a
relaxing.
protective cave.
yeah.
Yeah,
The room across the way, there's like I'm doing this.
I hate
My
going
head's
in
on
that
a
room.
swivel.
Blake used to sit there and he's like, you want to go to bed? And I'd be like, nah. I don't hang out on the couch, watch TV until I pass out, and then I'll go in there because otherwise you just lay there. And it's like a nervous energy.
Yeah.
And then I would come in here cause with my first ex-boyfriend who lived here with me. I didn't even stay in there. He would stay in there. And I would come and stay in here. And everyone thought that it was like this rift in our relationship. And I was like, no,
You're more comfortable.
I'd turn on the sounds on this and I'd blast it. And then I just would zone out. And it's I would sleep with the windows open sometimes, like not even with a lock on it. And in that room, I'm like, where's the bar to put in the window? Like, where's this? I'm going to make sure this is closed. Do I have my mace? Like,
Hopefully I can rebalance that with a few different techniques, some crystals, some blessing, smudging materials, and I can reboot it to the point where at least it's comfortable.
focus.
Well, my thinking is that it probably was better energy when she had that as her room, and that the and the energy may have shifted since.
Looping.
In addition to...
Well, because there's dead people
just
walking through.
So, remember, I don't know if you recall this, but the last time you guys were here, Melissa, you walked up to the mirror here. I had these clothes just like this, didn't say anything, didn't preface it. But you came out and you're like, there's some energy here. And this was where my mom used to use this as one of her closets. But there's this purse with the satchel, and I dropped it accidentally over near my desk, and this, like, it went, pff, but not all of it came out. I mean, it wasn't terrible. But there was confetti. And so I called my mom, and I was like, this looks like, who's that? She said, that's my friend.
Did anybody see that spike?
She's like, what do you mean that's your friend? And she's like, oh, when she passed away, she gave, all of us friends.
Her energy's still in here.
Well, my mom took the purse and took everything, but it's totally,
it doesn't mean
totally
she's not still
residual,
here.
I bet. But,
Right.
so I unfortunately had to vacuum her up.
Oh dear.
Oopsie.
With my Dyson that never loses suction, which, and I now have 3 Dysons because I couldn't use that one right away. Like, I have another one because mom's friend's inside. And so, you came in though, and it was months later, I hadn't said anything, and I had it shut, and you came right up, and you're like, I feel something right here, and I was like, dude.
You're like, oh god.
But on the outside, I was like, what are you talking about?
What are you gonna do?
What you're talking about.
I just
nothing.
feel the things.
Feel the things.
That's my job.
Ashley.
When you came up to my great-grandfather's ashes, and then you came up to here, I hadn't said a word. So those are the 2 that I am aware of that my mom's told me about, and that's only through discovery, where I'm like, hey, Mom, what's this? And she's like, oh, it's your great-grandfather. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can find any more
Tell me
technical
next
for you.
time? Yeah.
Both times I've been here, I've gravitated to this box.
Oh, that's from Columbia.
Yeah.
That's my,
Not necessarily
now
bad.
this is where it gets really freaking weird. Okay. So, tonight, tonight is my ex-fiance's funeral. He passed away. He was schizophrenic.
Genie's not gonna come out of that thing if you open it.
No.
Not the dead box.
The one thing that I've kept from him, he gave me this, and he had the engagement ring and all this other stuff. So, but I don't like to go into it, and I don't like to open it. And so today was his funeral, and I decided not to go because hardcore schizophrenic. He was found in the Las Vegas desert. He had a psychotic break and disappeared for 2 weeks, and I guess he just wandered into the desert.
Oh no.
So they found him, and they just got in touch with me. Hadn't talked to him for 10 years.
So this was a way past.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is the only thing that I've kept.
But he was not good.
Yeah.
No.
Bad.
All bad.
He was evil. Yeah.
Well,
He's probably here with this too,
I could just smudge it and bless it.
Yeah.
Hang around.
Or just bless it,
Yeah, especially now since he's passed.
Yeah. It's a huge wash.
And
relief. I hate to say that about somebody passing, but yeah.
Yeah, I felt that.
Hi, Pedro.
What walked by?
I just got.
I'm
I'm not sure, but I felt it.
Yeah,
See, and that's the
Hold on,
other
I
thing,
just saw
and
something
with
just
his
snap right
passing,
there.
that's the other, I
He's
always
all
felt
fire
as
too.
though I was
Well.
unsafe because I thought he was going to find me.
Whole body.
Because I escaped, and
Goosebumps right now.
he didn't know where I went, and
You have
I
goosebumps.
anytime something, I got to
Goosebumps?
Both
arms.
arms.
Yeah.
If my legs.
Ooh.
I can feel it in my legs.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it too.
Never have to feel. And so with him passing, it was like, oh, holy shit! I just pardon my language. I don't have to worry about that. But in that, also, there's been this revival of weird things that have happened. So that's also with the passing of him and with kicking out the other ex-fiance. Feels like I just need to
press the reset button on the place. Yeah,
Reboot.
I think that's
Not to keep
something.
reiterating that, but it's
Yeah,
just,
no,
I
it's
didn't even
very,
mention. I didn't
it's
even.
very important to reboot the energy, especially when you have a lot of different things going on.
I hadn't even considered the Pedro thing until just now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that-
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's
Because I
dead.
just saw something walk by back there. So.
Yeah, we all
Here's
got
the- here's the
goosebumps.
call.
Pedro
Oh,
redid
too.
the bathroom in here. He painted, or no, my mom's bathroom, which is the one adjacent to it. He redid that.
There it goes again. Yeah, they're walking by here. They're hanging up.
Well, because they're all waiting to talk.
Yeah.
It's a good room though. It's a good safe place.
Yeah, no, it is pretty good. The poor woman you vacuumed up, I think she's wandering around.
That way.
And-
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's
But
horrible.
that's okay. She's not. I mean, she doesn't seem upset or anything. I think she just kind of. So I feel like you got more wandering. Yeah, he's wandering out there. There's people everywhere. God, you got dead people everywhere.